Health officials have approved a nationwide vaccination program for pharmacies, which will see 207 sites operate across Australia. Now, for us in New South Wales, we can expect pharmacies to roll out jabs by late July. David Heffernan is the president of the New South Wales branch of the Pharmacy Guild of Australia, and he joins me on the line this afternoon. G'day, David.
G'day. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for your time. It's a huge win for pharmacies, David, and the fight against the coronavirus.
It's not really a win. I mean, we're exhausted, we're frustrated, we're a bit flabbergasted as to why we haven't been onboarded right from the start. Last year, pharmacists delivered 3 million vaccines, influenza vaccines, out of 10 million. That's about 30% of the vaccination capacity. And we're banging our heads against the wall and just trying to work out why we haven't been onboarded right from the start. We could have had a 30% lift in our vaccination by now. And we understand some of the stock issues. We understand some of the supply issues, and logistics. But in New South Wales, I understand they want to onboard about 270 across the nation, but in New South Wales, only 20. I'm just wondering who's giving the advice?
Yeah. So how many in Sydney? How many in Sydney do we know, David?
0.
Right. So
at this stage in the nation, there is only 49 pharmacies giving coronavirus vaccine, and that is in some of the regional remote areas in Queensland.
Gee, okay.
0 the rest of the country.
So when will this all start?
We would like it started faster. The strategy of this 200-odd pharmacies across the nation was based on a National Cabinet resolution in April. That resolution is now out of date and it's not fit for purpose. The thought of opening up pharmacies in regional areas like Dunedin, when we've got an outbreak in Bondi, just is counterintuitive to me. Now, we don't have the stock of Pfizer now, but there is AstraZeneca. And before we get into AstraZeneca and safety, we have enough stock to vaccinate the over 60 population in Australia. And to do that quickly, we need to get pharmacists on board to do it. That's a simple fact. And the single most mitigating risk factor of this disease is age. And so, once again, we're just dumbfounded about the decision-making in this rollout and why we've gone down this path.
So what's your message this afternoon to government?
On board all of the pharmacies. If we run out of vaccine, that's a good thing because it's in people's arms. It's not sitting in fridges. Keeping it in fridges, it's like stocking your fridge full of food and starving it to death. Get it in the arms, and then we can wait, and the vaccine will come in, and you'll get your booster eventually. But we need to get the elderly 100% as much as we can vaccinated. We need to get them vaccinated first because that is where the mitigating risk factor is. Age is the highest mitigating risk factor. Then comes the other, immunocompromised people and, issues around pregnancy, there has been a lot of data on as well. But it's the elderly. We need to look after the elderly.
Thanks for the chat, David.
My pleasure.
Good on you. That's David Heffernan, the president of the New South Wales branch of the Pharmacy Guild of Australia.